late. I was going to sleep. All right, singing to you. So I was straight in it. But I can't recall much of it. But and I was definitely out because I come out of it and then I went straight back into it again. I thought, oh, this is excellent. I'll continue. And then obviously I was on the real side all night. But I can only remember before like I fully went to sleep and the view I was getting. And it started out as like I was just viewing it. It was like this. It was like a picture of space. And then like there was like this blue smoke going through it, and I thought, oh, that looks way cool. And then it changed, and it was amazing. It was like the blue wave that I experienced one time. But I was like flying through space, all of it, like everything I was looking at, it was different, but it was all blue, like white blue, like that new David Webb telescope or the Hubble telescope, for example. You're looking at pictures of space and you see all these amazing colours. Well, it was like that, but everything I was looking at was like blue and white, and I was just like going through it, and it was like slides, but I was in a, like a slideshow, but I was like in this, like, because it was all different, and then I was just going through it, or like floating with it, or flying, or whatever I was doing. And that was last night, and then today. I was singing New Year's. I was up early and I was just like, I was singing New Year. And I was getting like views all day of this big, massive blue lion. Just this blue lion. I've seen it about 6 times today in views. It just comes to me over and over, like just this big, and it's like surrounded by like, white light, and it's just big lion, big blue lion. And that was it. That's all I got to share. Well, that's what I had to share.
Okay, what's fun, Pearce, is that as you look at that and what's shown to you as how you decide to consider it, okay, that's the fun part of your experience. And so it's part of your recognition with the isness, these aspects that come about, and also how they apply to creation. So we're all here at this time, and what is taking place now with the new presentation is overall for this creation bubble, and the big challenge here is to see who will step up and take part and learn to see what's really taking place from everything they've known, because anything that you consider is not it, and anything that you experience is not it. So we go through this process. And so little by little, you decide. Now, it's not that your conscious mind is going to be able to, you might say, figure it out, okay? Grasp, G-R-A-S-P, is really a better way to see this, how you grasp it, how you recognize it. And it's not that your personal self is really going to get that. It really can't, because it's just like your computer. It can't relate to you like other people do, as an example. So, but there's something there, and this is part of learning to see. It's a step as to what all life is. So you've had many experiences, and the experiences are important, but it's really how you learn to see, and then what you decide to do, because it's in the doing and your real awareness that's the most important part. Just like we've all been through creation, we're in creation, and we're really babysat. It's really a babysitting position. And so what we've accomplished here, that's not the idea, but it is with the awareness that we're wanting to get to, because that's what life is. It isn't creation, but we need this process to help us out. It really helps us out, because again, we have that comparison. So and so that's what you decide. That is part of your experience, and others can learn from that too if they decide to look at it. So I listen to the experiences of people. I really like this because it's like bedtime stories for me, and it gives me another view to look at from another angle, because it's in the personal self, and the personal self needs help too. All of us need help while we're here. So, and that never stops. It's not to where you become the know-it-all. No, it's actually where you become knowing nothing. You want to get to that point where you really start to see what's real, and it's not about knowing something. Okay. So, yeah, thank you for sharing. That's anything that you can do. And again, I always advise that people write these things down, and as you do it, things will come about. This is how I wrote the books. I really didn't have a plan to write the books. The first one, which was Journey to Real Freedom, actually I had a different name for that. It was Return of the Real at the time. That was book 1 at the time. Then I made it book 2 because I wanted to go back and create something. I wanted a previous lifetime to kind of verify this lifetime. And so as you're writing this out, writing this, things will come to you. You will start to see. And so this is where the books are multidimensional. They're not all physical. They're very little physical. They're multidimensional. And that all applies because we're in a dimension here, and it's all that. We'll just use that term, dimensions. And the physical is a dimension too. So it will come to you more so as you do that and decide to apply it to something to help people wake up. You will start to see more. So again, it's like getting a brand new car. And, you know, it's like, wow, I got this brand new car. But if you just let it sit in the driveway, well, okay, that's it. But if you do something with it, then things happen. You start to have experiences. You start to see what else is possible. You go to places, you meet new people, etc., because now you have a car to drive around. And so this is the idea on the real side too, getting going with something instead of just unconsciously agreeing with the old routines. And that's very easy to do, and we don't see that. We're thinking that our life is different, or we're, you know, getting things all the time, but for the most part, we're very standstill unless we really decide different with our awareness to move it around and collect these views. So again, it's up to you and the experience, but it's more than just what you can figure out here. And it's okay that you can't figure it out, because it's not about that. It's learning to see and grasp it as to how it relates to the true reality life is. So, yes, thank you for sharing.